guys, welcome to Nerd Locker Podcast, your entertainment podcast for everything movies, television, video games, and more. My name is Adam.
And I'm Oliver.
And today we're going to be going over a couple random things. First and foremost, we went to go see Renfield last week.
Ooh, way better than I thought it would be.
Way better, but it bombed in the box office.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it did really, really bad. And it's sad because I actually looked more into it. I didn't realize it was a direct sequel to the original Dracula movie.
Sequel?
Yeah.
Okay, I had no idea. Damn it.
That's why they had a lot of those. There was like that one part where like he goes into the shadows and like only the light is in his eyes, which is a
reference
of
to Dracula.
So it was definitely it was a spiritual sequel to that movie. I liked it. I
thought
more
it was
than I thought I
hilarious.
would. It was super funny. I think it bombed because it was competing with Mario.
Mario came out the weekend before, didn't it?
Yeah. But it came out on that Saturday or that Wednesday, remember?
Yeah, it did. Which is so weird for movies.
Yeah.
Typically they come out like Thursday.
So, hey, I mean, it all worked out for us because we got to do the podcast with everyone on
That
Wednesday,
is also true, yeah.
But other than that, I give the movie like, in my personal opinion, I give it like a 7.
7? I'm going to say, because I'm not a fan of how they graphically did the blood.
That was really jarring.
Really weird.
Really jarring.
A lot of slow motion scenes, which I'm not a fan of. The humor was amazing and the acting was amazing. Mm-hmm. The music was also top tier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 6.5.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Like I wouldn't recommend it. Like I wouldn't tell someone to go watch it. But I thought it's a fun movie.
I'm
to
in
watch
the same.
at your house.
I kind of am in the same boat because I said 7 because I would put it like a 6.8, but I just rounded up. But like it for what it is, it's a good movie to like. I would watch it probably again on streaming.
Yeah.
Like in passing, like I don't think it'll be something as cult classic as like Cat in the Hat, but it's something that if it's on, I'm not gonna turn it off.
I wonder how cult classic is that, because we watch that a lot.
Cat in the Hat, dude. We could do a whole review 20 years later on Cat in the Hat.
It's Cat in the Hat and the Grinch for me.
I just recently watched the Cat in the Hat. It was on Netflix.
Seriously?
And I watched it recently. No, Hulu.
By yourself?
No, with Chloe.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor thing.
We literally just watched. She fell asleep during it. I watched the whole thing, dude. I was like, everything about this is so wrong in so many ways. It's also weird to see Alec Baldwin after everything that happened.
That's true too.
But
true too.
How
did we get here?
Classic. Renfield.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think Renfield wasn't the worst movie. I understand like taking something from the classic black and white and making it into more of a comedy is weird. And I know that's been something that Universal has been trying to do is make like a shared monster multiverse kind of like thing or like universe kind of thing. And they tried it with Tom Cruise's The Mummy.
I was going to say that,
They tried it with The New Invisible Man. Now they're kind of trying it with Renfield. It's like they don't really know where they want to head to. And I don't think
it's a little bit of a mess.
I don't think they need to do pseudo spiritual sequels like they have been trying to do. Just get rid of what has been and just redo it again. But when you keep trying to like The Invisible Man was more of a reboot, but even The Mummy was kind of like spiritual sequel in some way. Still wasn't really a reboot because of like certain things that were done in the plot. Like it just doesn't.
It's weird.
It didn't go well, and I think they just need to start from scratch, get it going. You have so many great characters. You have Dracula, Wolfman, Mummy,
got a lot of classics,
Frankenstein,
and that kind of encompasses like so many like people. Like
you just really have to find your niche with that.
Yeah, right.
But,
so it encompasses like not even the older people, but even the younger people.
Yeah, you have an audience there. You just have to.
They're all
there.
there.
So
just got to execute it right.
I would love to be able to like really delve into like as a writer into those movie monsters because I feel like there's so much potential, especially for something like Frankenstein in 2023. I think there's something there. Like I can't pigeonhole it right now or think of it, but there's a lot of untapped potential with what a Frankenstein would look like in 2023. And I think that's where you need to start from. I think you start with Frankenstein and move from there. Because you can have Frankenstein's monster made by Dr. Frankenstein, and that his experimentation could lead into other things, kind of like what they did with The Mummy. They kind of had Dr. Jekyll and Hyde with Russell Crowe, but they didn't push further into it because that original idea was have that, and then Johnny Depp was supposed to be the Invisible Man.
That would have been cool.
That version, which would have been really bad with the case that he just went through.
Right. Well,
and the plot of the Invisible Man.
He's fine.
But, you know, going forward, you have all these different things that you can do with that movie franchise, and I'm a big fan of the Universal monsters. I just
Yeah, I like
don't think anyone has done
Also, Werewolf.
something right.
Werewolf in London, isn't that one?
No.
No?
Just
That's not
Wolfman
one?
in general. No, American Werewolf in
Oh.
London is different.
Okay.
You have Wolfman, Dracula, Mummy,
Wolfman,
Creature of the
that's
Black
one, yeah.
Lagoon, Dracula,
Is there something
all
from the
those.
swamp? Is that a
Creature
thing?
of the Black Lagoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow.
So
Yeah, I'm really behind on those.
there's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of potential. You just have to make it. You just have to make it pure horror.
Right.
No comedies. No.
I don't know. Renfield,
Big
the comedy
ov-
kind of sold it for me.
I think Renfield as itself is great.
Okay.
I don't feel like as a shared universe going forward, you
Meh.
can't do Frankenstein the same way. You can't do Creature of the Black Lagoon the same way.
It's going to be too
That's
repetitive.
its own thing. But you took a very dramatic movie that had no comedy in it, added comedy for some reason, and labeled it as a sequel, which was really bad.
Here's the thing, though. Like, for example, if we bring those back, isn't it best to label it as comedy? Because right now, those aren't scary anymore. Right now, the scary things are like, like a Blumhouse. Blumhouse kind of has... Blumhouse, thank you. Has... I always thought it was Blumhouse. Has like the whole giant label of like this horror genre, and mostly it's like supernatural type stuff.
And Blumhouse has been doing really well.
They
we
have
just
been.
watched a couple of trailers of them. We saw
did.
Boogeyman, and we saw the new Insidious movie that looked really good. The
It does look
Boogeyman
pretty
looks
good.
good. Insidious. I love horror. I think the genre itself has definitely been improved on as of late. Like the movie X was superior, and
Really?
I still haven't seen Pearl yet. I want to.
Is Annabelle Blumhouse? Blumhouse?
Yes.
Yeah, I
If
didn't
you say
see
Blumhouse one more time,
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna get a new co-host.
But I didn't see the latest Annabelle. I saw the first and the second. I think there's 3, right?
Have you seen the Conjuring movies themselves?
Yes, I have
Okay.
seen Conjuring.
Yeah, you should watch Insidious. It's super good. I really enjoyed that series.
What's Marmaduke? Is that?
I'm not entirely sure.
We'll look
To
it
be
up
honest
later.
with you. But so other than that, like, I think they're going good in the direction of Universal. They just really have to like rein it back and figure out what their main, their main genre is going to be, what their tone they want throughout all the movies. And then if you want to throw in humor, just like Marvel has a lot of serious issues.
But they throw
but they
in
have
funny
their
moments.
humor. Yeah. Just like, even if it's just through a character, like you can pick a character, but I don't think Dracula is the right comedic character. Frankenstein could be a better comedic character. Invisible Man could be a better comedic character.
In a way,
like, you don't need it to be
It
like
sounds
Dracula has always been the anchor to it all, to where like even in, do you ever see Monster Squad?
No,
No, I don't know if it was late 90s or early 80s, or late 80s, early 90s. Sorry, but it was basically like all these kids get all the classic monsters, like they raise them back to life. Dracula and all them, but Dracula has his army of wolfmen. Like he's the big guy in charge. So like if you're gonna make anyone comedic, it shouldn't be Dracula, because it kind of makes everyone else a joke.
Well, was he comedic in Renfield?
I think
he was
so.
More
No,
serious, wasn't he?
no. Even when he was like, okay,
Oh yeah, that was actually hilarious.
like
Okay.
there's a few things in there that are more.
He had a
comedic.
very when he meets Renfield inside of his apartment, it was very like Joker-esque.
Yes.
That whole monologue that
Yeah,
he had,
there's
and I was
definitely a lot of
very
that.
appreciative of it. I was like, Nick Cage doing work over here,
Right. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So other than that, you had a couple of videos you wanted to show me
I did.
that you
wait,
wanted
wait,
me to
would
react to. Oh yes.
Do we rate it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Because we did that so early on. So I do have videos here that I want you to see.
Okay.
Actually, I want you to see one of them. The other one is something bouncing back to Harry Potter,
Okay.
and it's a rumored reboot of who's going to be casted. I want to see if you agree or disagree.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So first, we have Tim Roth as Snape. You know who Tim Roth is?
I do not.
Here's a picture.
Okay. Yes, I could see that.
Yeah. Okay. He's like in Lie to Me. He's in. He's the bad guy in the Hulk in the Incredible Hulk movie.
Mm-hmm. And he was in She-Hulk. Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Keira Knightley as Bellatrix.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Dig it.
Yeah.
You look hesitant. Emilia Clarke as the mom of Malfoy.
I could see it. I don't think I never really thought too much of her. I mean, obviously
Apparently
in this new
she's
reboot.
important.
No, I meant like obviously in this reboot they're gonna show more of those characters and like go
Right.
into backstory. I'm basing it on the movies. I should base it on the book. So yeah, I could see
Tom
that.
Felton,
As
Lucius.
yes,
Yes.
I have some fan cast. Don't worry. Go on.
100% agree on that. Okay.
Okay.
Emily Blunt, Lily Potter.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yep.
John Krasinski as James Potter. Is that what we're going at?
No.
Who?
Cillian Murphy
No.
as James Potter. No?
No.
What? Here, look at it.
No.
Really?
No.
Why not?
Doesn't mean I would put John Krasinski, but I wouldn't put.
I
Cillian
wouldn't put
Murphy.
John Krasinski.
No, I wouldn't put Cillian Murphy because the way that they portrayed James Potter in the movies was not accurate to the book, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, man. All right. Killing me here. Ben Barnes as Sirius Black. I don't know who that is, but it looks pretty good.
No, I know who I
Who is
want.
this?
I know who that is, but I'm not.
Who's it? Where's
Can I
he
see
from?
it again?
Here.
Where did I see him from? Ben Barnes. Oh man, where is he from? He was just in a movie. I
Was
don't.
he?
Yeah.
Okay, here, I'll move on while you're doing
Yeah.
that. Robert Pattinson.
As.
Lupin.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can see that.
I can kind of see
That'd
that.
be kind of like Twilight
Yeah,
making the
that's,
werewolf.
I
Yeah.
laughed at it. Will Poulter?
Oh, Ben Barnes was in Punisher. That's what it is. In the Marvel's Punisher with Tom Bernthal.
Oh, the original.
No, the latest. Like the
Wait,
Marvel.
who did he play?
He was also in Westworld. That's what it is. He's in the latest season of Westworld.
Oh, latest season. Haven't
Yeah.
seen it. Will Poulter.
Yeah, I know who
played
that
Joker.
is. Yeah, he's in
Peter Pettigrew.
Let me see. Will Poulter did not play Joker. Will Poulter is from.
What's the other guy?
That's Cameron Monaghan.
Oh,
That
man. I
does
always confuse
Star
them both.
Wars. Yeah,
Yeah,
Will
yeah,
Poulter
yeah.
was in We're the Millers and is going to be playing Adam
That's
Warlock.
Cal Kestis. Right.
Yeah.
I always confuse them. Oh, my God. So, yeah, anyway, yeah. Will as Peter.
Okay.
Kate Winslet. Molly Weasley.
Let me see. I can see it.
You gotta see
Why
it.
not?
Yeah.
All right.
Martin Freeman. Arthur Weasley. This is actually pretty accurate.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
I
that.
could definitely see it. Yeah, for sure. Benedict
Okay.
as.
Yes.
Take a guess.
Professor Dumbledore?
No.
Who?
Voldemort. I don't know. I kind of like it. I think it'd be pretty good.
Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
You're not gonna.
I don't know. I don't know about Voldemort. Keep
What?
going. I don't know who could play Voldemort, to be honest. But keep going.
Okay. Olivia Colman as Dolores Umbridge.
Okay.
Charles Dance,
Uh-huh.
who's from Game of Thrones, as Mad Eye Moody.
Can I see the picture they used? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. This is where it gets. Well, this one I agree with. The Tilda Swinton as Professor Thurl.
Gotcha. Okay.
The person that
Yeah.
does the predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emma Thompson, McGonagall.
Okay.
Like it? Okay. Nick Frost.
All right.
You know who that is,
No.
right? It's from what's the John Cena TV show?
Peacemaker?
Peacemaker?
Yes.
He's the nerd guy.
Yeah.
Him as Hagrid.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael Caine as
All right.
Dumbledore.
Okay. I can see that.
That's the last one.
All right. So I agree with most of those. I have been
Benedict?
I have been fan casting myself, right? And I've been like, okay, who could play what? And I know there was an interview lately with Daniel Radcliffe who has said that, oh, if I came back, I'd be Sirius Black. And that's who I'd want as Sirius Black.
As who?
Daniel Radcliffe. So the reason I think he said that is because it's an easy role to do. You don't have to commit too much to it. You only have like three
Yeah, you don't have too
three
much.
books to show up for. And
for
then,
him, anyway.
Yeah.
Like, from an acting
But also, I
perspective.
feel like all of them have said that they would come back as different characters. And I 100% can see Rupert Grint playing Arthur Weasley.
I
Playing
definitely
the
can
dad,
see that.
As well as I can see Emma Watson playing McGonagall.
She's not that old.
She doesn't have to be that. That's the thing. You can't go by the movies. Did you ever read the books?
Yeah, I stopped at
Yeah. You got to go by the books and how they describe them in the books. I think that these characters have definitely been misinterpreted and misrepresented in these movies, and so people are going by. That's not right. You need to go by what the books say, and the books don't really give that, because McGonagall is supposed to be like a timeless figure. So like even Emma Watson with a little bit of age makeup but still looking good enough to like get by is perfect.
Okay.
You know?
Here's another thing I wanted to bring up. So
Okay.
like, why remake this whole thing? Like, we've had a game that's taking place in the 1800s it made millions, right? Hold on. My turn. Why just recreate? Because the movies are great. We like them. Why recreate? Why recreate this whole other thing? And when the universe is so big, like we already had the sequels. What is it? The movies?
Fantastic Beasts.
Thank you. And we already had that. And I mean, they weren't bad, but they weren't great. But there's so much of the world to take over. And the game has opened up so much more things. There's people that do magic without wands, which I didn't know until I played the game.
So the reason that, at least from my perspective, I was there during every midnight release of these movies since book 4. Like when I was able to go to them and get my mom to like take me to them.
Right.
I went to all of these. I bought every book. I read them back and like front to back. I was giving them all for my sister. I am a huge fan of the books. And I despise the author, whatever. That's my own things. Yeah, we're not going to get into that. But regardless, I really, really enjoyed the books. I enjoyed the backstory you got. I enjoyed the character development. That all was lost within the movies. The fact that book 5 is the longest book and it's one of the shortest movies doesn't hold justice. Like, there was no reason to do 2 parts for 7 and not 5. So either way, it just really, really just makes it not as accessible to me to... Like, I really want them to dive deep into these characters, and I think it's a very easy way to do it, and that was part of the deal. Like, the reason that HBO even did this was like, hey, 10 years, don't miss a damn detail out of all of it. Okay. So I think that's something great. Also, people were really upset with the original, and sometimes they just want something that really, like, just appeals to them and really makes what they fell in love with stand out. And I think everyone deserves a little bit more, you know?
All right. So, like, in the comments, if you're watching this on YouTube or anything like that, let us know. Do you like the movies, like the original movies? Do you think this remake is worth it? Let us know in the comments, please. I wanted you to watch something.
Okay, and before we do that, I would just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, True Classic Tees. So, True Classic Tees, these t-shirts are so much better than what you normally get from your average warehouse store or supermarket. These are tight around the sleeves and they are loose in the front, so you can have a lot of that breathability, as well as they come in a bunch of different sizes, colors, and just styles. You have V-necks, crew necks, you also have activewear, you have pants, you have socks, you even have underwear. And what's great is you can actually use the code down below and save 25% off your first purchase, and just use the our code Archangel Films, and that can get you 25% off your first order. Because look at this, you want to look stylish, you want to look good, you don't want to look like that.
I'm a
But if you guys use that link down below, you guys can get 25% off your first order. Just use Archangel Films. And
What's
that's
the code?
trueclassictees.com.
What's the code?
Archangel Films.
Gotcha. Okay, so this one is... You're probably going to agree with all of these.
All right.
So I'll send you the video. So it's basically Marvel and like Disney characters combined via AI.
Okay.
I want you to look at them and see what you think.
Okay.
Here. You can put the volume down if you want. What's the first one?
Daredevil with the Queen of Hearts. That's kind of cool, I will admit.
Right? That's pretty dope.
Then you got Bruno with Moon Knight. Still kind of Moon Knight.
Yeah, I know.
Baron Zemo and Cruella de Vil. I can see that. Okay. You have the Collector and Ursula. I can kind of see that.
What? That seems dope.
You have Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow with Hans from Frozen. Okay. You have Loki with Maleficent. That's obvious. And then we also, and that's it. All right. Yeah, I can see that.
They're pretty cool, right?
That is pretty cool.
That's pretty smartly done.
So
I love those.
I mean, now with all that said in mind, we've went down all those different roads. Let's talk about one random other thing. They found a hole in the bottom of the ocean, dude.
What the? Okay.
There is a hole in the bottom of the ocean.
How did we get here? What was that transition?
That's just something I've seen. And What
What
the
do you
hell?
mean a hole? Like going
That's what I
where?
want to know. I don't know. There's apparently a hole in the bottom of the ocean that scientists have found. Where does it go?
What isn't there like multiple holes in the ocean?
I don't think so if this is news. But like,
Would you
where
dive
it go?
down there?
Would it go to the core?
There's no way. Is there bubbles?
I don't know.
Do you know anything? Did you read it?
I did. And it said there's a hole in the bottom of the ocean.
What does that mean? Is there a video?
No, but there is. So if I pull it up real fast, basically this was found by scientists, and to quote it and not be wrong about this, researchers at the University of Washington discovered a large amount of warm, chemically distant liquid shooting up from the seafloor in the Cascada subduction zone in the coast of Newport, Oregon.
That's lava.
I don't know, man. I feel like we could do a whole video on like how the world is literally ending in front of us.
Dude, that's kind of crazy though.
This is just stuff that you see out of movies. You
I
don't
know.
see this in real life.
Oh my god. Can we just move to Mars? Ooh, next podcast at Mars.
Next podcast, we will be on Mars. I'll just do a green screen effect
Yeah.
behind us.
I don't know if I have enough.
Just be floating.
Yeah.
Ooh. So, other than that, where can we find you, Oliver?
You can hole at the bottom of the... Okay. You can find me on any social media platform, thus for 211, except for TikTok, being Oliver Con VA.
And you can find me at Amori Photography on all social media, Archangel Films for the production company, and Nerd Locker Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And we will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Bye. So would you fuck the hole or...